If you are a Yoruba person, if you are a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman, it is gullible of you for the Yoruba political class to use you to achieve power when their being in power does not bring succumb to your life. When Nigerians contest for elections in UK, people of Nigerian origin, and they win, you will be happy, you will rejoice, isn't it? But you don't want an Igbo man to live in your community. Why? Just because you want to satisfy Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or you want to satisfy Atiku Abubakar. What is the relevance of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to your life personally as a Yoruba man? I challenge you. If you are a Yoruba man watching this video, tell me. If you are an Igbo man watching this video, tell me the personal relevance of Peter Obi to your life. If you are an Hausa man, tell me the personal relevance of Atiku Abubakar to your life. When Atiku Abubakar was the vice president, how did your life as an Hausa man change personally? Okay, now Emilokon. Okay, they've given it to you. What have you used it to achieve? It must go. The question is to where? To where exactly? And if they go, the vacuum that we create, can you feel it? The discomfort it will create, can you create a succumb to erase the discomfort? So let's get educated, my people. And this video does not only goes to my fellow Yoruba people, it also goes to Igbo people that are into ethnic profiling. It goes to Hausa man that are into ethnic profiling. Igbos must go. Igbos must go. The question is to where? In this video, I'll be giving you my expert analysis as a political scientist on inter-ethnic relations in Nigeria, what you need to know, what the Constitution says, and your right as an individual and as an ethnic group in Nigeria, and different things that you need to know on residing safely in any part of the country. So this is the video to watch as regards this Igbo must go protest. So sit back, relax while I bring you all the analysis, all the things that you need to know. Now, when we say that Igbos must go in a country like Nigeria, it begs the question that to where? Do you know that before you say Igbos must go, you must change the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Do you know that at all? Because the Constitution guarantees the right, so long as you are a Nigerian, the Constitution guarantees your right to live in anywhere within the territorial space and integrity of Nigeria. Now, I'll break that down. What does that mean? It means that if you are a Nigerian, you can decide that, oh, you are a northerner, but from today onward, you want to go and be living in Ogun State. It is within your right, so long as you are going to Ogun State to live peacefully. If you are from Ogun State, you can wake up tomorrow morning and say, no, I want to go and be living in Anambra State. It is within your right. You don't need any visa, you don't need any ticket, you don't need any registration, so long as it is within the Nigerian territory. It is your constitutional right to live anywhere, and I repeat, anywhere in Nigeria if you are from the north. And that's why you see that some states that are experiencing intense migration, you see that's why they can't do anything about it. You see northerners coming into Lagos every day. You see people from all walks of life. Ordinarily, if the people coming in are not Nigerians, Nigerian government can restrict them, they can deny them visas, they have different immigration policies to curb excess migration. But in this case, if you are a Nigerian, there's nothing the federal government or the state government can do about it, because in a country, you must be able to move in and out of any state at whatever time you like. And it's not only in Nigeria, this is global best practices. In the United States of America, you can move from one state to another. In Ghana, Togo, Niger, Australia, Singapore, name any country. That is the standard procedure. So Nigeria cannot be different. So if people are living in your community, you don't have the right under the Constitution to say, oh, these people must go. You can only achieve that if it were to be people from another country during, for instance, the Ghana must go protest, which I'm still going to touch on and link to this clamor for Igbo must go. Now, You cannot send Igbos away except there is a constitutional amendment. If there's a constitutional amendment that, oh, it is, as a Nigerian, you are only restricted to reside in your area of origin, you must get a constitutional amendment to limit residency to area of origin. So that means that if the National Assembly, in concurrence with the State House of Assembly, amend the constitution that although we are all Nigerians, but because you are a Yoruba man, you can only live in the southwest. That means you can only live in Lagos or Osun, the state of the southwest. That is when you can now say that, oh, Igbos must go. Then you can say, oh, Igbos, you know, you are not permitted to reside in Yoruba land, because the constitution says that you can only reside within your geographical space, your ethnic geographical space. But until that is done, if you say Igbos must go, you are breaching the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And if an Igbo coalition group, maybe a civil society of Igbo extraction, decide to sue you to court, of course they are going to win, because even the governor of Lagos State does not have the power to eject people that are living lawfully from Lagos State, so far as those people are Nigerians. So the governor of Lagos State cannot wake up tomorrow morning and say, oh, all Hausas must go. The governor would have been in violation of the constitution, and if they sue the governor, they are going to win. It's a straightforward case. Now, how can you achieve Igbo must go? This also relates to the constitution. For you to say Igbos must go, or, you know, this thing has political undertone, whereby they want Igbos to vote in a particular way during the 2023 election. They said, oh, Igbos are largely supporters of Peter Obi and all that, so Igbos is interfering in the election in the southwest. For you to ensure that Igbos, because they are living in your state and they are paying tax, they operate according to your dictate, you must go back to the constitution to change the constitutional right to vote as pleased. You must go and change it, that constitutional right to vote as you want. That is the right to vote and be voted for. You must go to the constitution and change it. That, oh, if you are living in a particular region, the constitution will now say that you are permitted to vote according to how the ruling party, or how the chief imams, or how the chief priest, or how the pastors, or how the ruling political elite in that particular area want you to vote. So the constitution must limit your right to vote to the dictate of other people. That is when you can achieve that kind of a thing. But so long as this constitution gives you the right to cast your vote without any clause, let or hindrance, you are still free to vote for whoever you want to vote for. And it is the duty of the security agencies to protect your vote. I know some people who are too ethnic than wisdom, whose ethnicity has shadowed their level of wisdom and ability to reason properly, will criticize me that, oh, see what a Yoruba man is saying. But the truth is the truth. It is what it is. So you must go and change the constitution. Go and limit the right to vote as pleased. That means that it is the chief imam or the obas that will tell you go and vote this way. Just like Oba Akeolu did in Lagos, that say, oh, it is what I want, that you must follow me one to else, you go and perish in the lagoon. If they sue the Oba, they are going to win that Oba. What the Oba does is unconstitutional. You cannot dictate how people will vote, regardless of their ethnic group. It is beyond your powers. It is ultra vires. And one thing I have to tell you, as a political scientist, is, do you know that if the politicians are using you to achieve something that relates to ethnicity, to gain power through ethnic divide, it falls under the theory of instrumentalism. And I'll try and explain that very briefly. Instrumentalism is when you are being used as an instrument by the political elite to achieve their aim. So the theory of instrumentalism kicks in political science. So you are being used as an instrument. So if they use religion And it has political undertone, and that religion that they are using, whether it is Sharia, whether it is Boko Haram, whether it is ISIS, if politicians use it to achieve their aim, the people involved that makes it possible, they are instrumentalists. They are being used as an instrument to achieve their aim. So what I can just advise you is, don't be used as an instrument in the hands of these politicians. And I'll still come to why you should not be used as an instrument in the hands of the politician. What gain it has served you if you are used as an instrument in the hands of a politician. Because politicians will gain the power, they will live there, their life would have been better, they would have been richer, but your life has moved from worst to bad, from worst to worst. So your life has gone, your purchasing power, your security level, your convenience has dwindled. But these guys have earned so much, they are living large. And you may want to ask yourself that what has power really done to anybody in Nigeria? When your ethnic man is in power, how has it improved your life? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Buhari was president for 8 years. Go to Daura, you still see poverty written on people's faces. Go to the north, you still see that the people there are still poor. So Buhari holding on to power for 8 years, how has it benefited people from the north? You saw during the End Bad Governance protest, you saw how people were looting. So if there is so much prosperity in the north and everybody don't chop belle full, will they be looting goods and services? Will they be looting government offices and private residence? So how has power benefited you when your ethnic man is in power? So if it doesn't bring much benefit to you as a person, then it is gullible of you to be used as an instrument. If you are a Yoruba person, if you are a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman, it is gullible of you for the Yoruba political class to use you to achieve power when their being in power does not bring succumb to your life. Tinubu has been in power for over 1 year. How has it helped you? You are buying rice for 500 naira before per dirika. Now you are buying it for over 1.5, and your ethnic man is in power. How has it helped your life? You are paying little for electricity before. Now you are paying much more. How has it helped your life? So, and you will be allowing these people to use you as instrument. You are buying fuel for 1 something before. Now you are buying it for over 600. So how has ethnicity, how has it helped your life? So if you are fighting because ethnicity will help your life, it would have been understandable that, oh, I must fight because it must be Yoruba that will be there, because if Yoruba is there, poverty will be eradicated in Yoruba land. Insecurity will be eradicated in Yoruba land. Like, oh, look at the north, the 8 years of Buhari, the north are now enjoying. See them, they are buying rice for 200 naira per dirika. We are buying it for over 1,500. My ethnic man must be in power by fire by force, so that my life can change, so that my destiny can change, so that convenience can come my way. But that is not the fact. That is not the reality. So your ethnic man in power, how does he help your life? So even if Peter Obi is the president, what the Yoruba man will be facing under his presidency is what the Igbo man too will be facing. If Atiku had been president, what the Hausa man will be facing is still what the Yoruba man will be facing. So don't be used as an instrument in the hands of these politicians. Now I will tell you a story about this ethnic thing before I move to other point, because I have very important salient points to share with you as your one and only favorite political scientist. Now, during the days of Obasanjo, I know a man that is from Abeokuta. And anytime I remember this story, I feel touched. Now, listen to the story. The man is from Abeokuta. When they brought Obasanjo from prison and he was being crowned as president, the man is always very happy. Whenever he's watching TV and they show Obasanjo, he'll be shouting, Baba, Baba. He'll be giving him all these, all these ethnic, eulogy. He'll just be eulogizing him. Say, Baba, Baba. Why? The man is happy that Obasanjo, a man from his hometown, Abeokuta, is the president of Nigeria. Over 250 ethnic groups. That, he's the man that grew up in the hometown that he too grew up in. is now the president of Nigeria, to the man, Obasanjo can do no wrong. Obasanjo cannot do any wrong. He is a blind supporter of Obasanjo. He plays this ethnic politics to the highest, to the peak. Obasanjo is the best thing that has ever happened to the world since God has created the world. Do you know what? After many years, when Obasanjo has left office, I think during the time of, I think Buhari or Goodluck Jonathan, during their presidency, I now saw the man, my dear brother and sister, the man's life looks miserable. The man was apparently a shadow of himself. A man that has job, that is living fine, mere looking at him, you will know that nothing is well with him. So his ethnic man that was in power, how has he benefited his life? How has he benefited his life? Like I asked earlier, so Tinubu that has been the president, how has he benefited my own life as a Yoruba man? Is it not the same market that all of us are going to? And the truth is, do Nigerians really care who is the president or who is the governor or anything? Do they care? Sincerely, do you think Nigerians care? Nigerians don't care in the true sense of it. What they want is good governance. You are coming home from an outing, you put on your electrical switch, there's light, water is running, cost of goods and services is fine. There's security, you can live your life, there's good education. Who cares who is the president or you know? And these people that are killing themselves because of power, they are playing this ethnic card. At the end of the day, what have they used the power to achieve? Okay, now Emilokon. Okay, they've given it to you. What have you used it to achieve? Are Nigerians not suffering than ever before? Is there no unprecedented hunger and suffering in the land? So all this Emilokon, you want your ethnic man there, how has it helped your life? So don't be an instrument in the hands of these politicians. The politicians speak with united voice. The difference between APC and PDP is the difference between 6 and half a dozen. So if they can unite, if they are playing their own game, why would you ever allow them to use you? Then if you say Igbo must go, do you know that Nigeria has been, you know, technically divided according to occupation? Each ethnic group has the occupation that they are known for and they are prospering in. So if you say Igbos must go, are you ready to fill the vacuum? For instance, if you say Hausa must go, are you ready to go and be selling and buying dollar? Are you ready to go and be selling suya? Are you ready to go and be doing shoe shiner? Are you ready to go and be doing a jikani shop? All those this tailoring something, this tailoring machine that they put on their shoulder. Are you willing to do it? So if these people are not there to do it, wouldn't there be a vacuum? Won't you feel the pain? If you say Igbo must go, are you ready to sell spare parts? Can you sell spare parts? Can you sell okrika? So if you look at it in Nigeria, if you look at it very carefully, there has been this ethnic division of occupation, whereby each ethnic group know the occupation that they are good at and they are prospering in it. And we've been able to kind of like mingle and accommodate yourself. If you say Hausa must go, now you want to go do Megad? Do you want to go and be doing Megad? Merua, all these trucks that they push to sell water, you feel do one. So we have mingled with ourselves. You know, there has been intermarriage. So people that have been married and are living peacefully in the marriage, if husband is Igbo, the wife is Yoruba, if you begin to taunt Igbos, if you begin to hurt Igbos, don't you know you will destroy that marriage, even if that marriage has 6 kids? Because if you are abusing Igbos, you are destroying their businesses. The Igbo man that is married to your Yoruba sister, will he be able to feed your sister? Let's be realistic with that. Will that Yoruba man be able to feed your own ethnic sister that is married to with kids that they are becoming separable? Will that Igbo man have money to train those kids that the Yoruba man gave birth to, that the Igbo lady, that the Yoruba woman gave birth to for that Igbo man? Will their Igbo man have money? And that is it, vice versa. And if it's not act of cowardice, some of you that are criticizing Igbo, you've dated Igbos before. Maybe you are not even good enough. The girl serve you breakfast. You've dated Igbos. Some of you people that you allow yourself to be used as instrumentalists for politicians to achieve their aim. You've dated Igbo. If a beautiful Igbo girl is walking on the way now and just wink you, say, boy, what's up? I like you. You no go remember politics again. You go align yourself only. Barao, you no go chop her. Talk through as you dey watch me so. If you see girl where you like, when you want flirt, say you dey discriminate whether na Igbo or Hausa. So when it comes to politics, why do you discriminate? When you want to go and buy part in Lajepo, why don't you say, oh, I'm not buying from Igbo something, no. Let me find a Yoruba man that has a shop. How many Yoruba man is selling spare parts? So if your car spoil, why not abandon it and go and buy a new one? But because you don't want to patronize Igbo. So you patronize Igbo for spare parts. You are dating Igbo women. But when it comes to politics, you want to kill them, you want to crucify them, then you now say Igbos must go. If they go, you fit sell Okrika. Tunde, you fit sell Okrika. You fit sell Okrika, Soji, all these Yoruba names. You fit sell Okrika. No, answer me now, you fit. So if you say Igbos must go, can you fill that vacuum? Then let us look at it from the aspect of how Igbos are living in Nigeria, in Lagos particularly and generally the Southwest. Igbos are one of the most decent ethnic groups. They are the ones that rent luxury houses. They pay tax. All those shops that they are renting, some of them are inherited properties built by Yoruba parents whereby they transfer to their kids. Igbos are renting shops. Apologies to my Hausa Fulani brother. They are the one that don't rent shop much. That they will find one place to stand, and be pushing wheelbarrow, put sugarcane, put garden egg, put this, put that. They barely rent shop with profound respect to them. But Igbos, they rent shops. They will pay signage levy. All these Lagos State government signage levy, they pay it. They pay tax. They will recharge electricity. They rent luxury houses. They are contributing to the economy. Go to all these nightclubs, all this high life. You see Igbo there chopping, Isewu, Nkwobi, all these things, drinking beer, living life. Go to these luxury hotels. You see Igbos patronizing them. They are contributing to the economy. So when people are contributing to the economy, and they've been contributing to that economy for years, and you now say they must go, are you ready? If their contribution to the economy is removed, do you have the shock absorber? Are you willing to cope with it as a government? Can you cope with it? If all Igbos go now, Ladipo will be virtually empty. Is Yoruba people ready to be importing spare parts from Enugu? Can you pay the money for Webi? If you want to buy engine, rather than go to Ladipo, if Igbo have gone to Anambra, Aba, Enugu, do you know the impact on you? Can you pay the money to bring in that spare part from Igbo land to Lagos? Or are you willing to go into spare part sales? And the tax that they are remitting to government, all these Lagos State and something billions per day in Naira. Don't you know that there is Igbo contribution in it by virtue of their trade, their payment of tax and all that? So if Igbos go, does Lagos State have the capacity to cope when that resources that they are earning, when it has dwindled? So Igbos, if they go, that your brother that has house that rent it for Igbo, do you know that house will be empty? Do you know that house will be empty? So is it only Yoruba people that will now rent the house? Do you know how many Igbos are in Lagos? If you are a proprietor in a school, or your father or your mother or your uncle or your auntie or your friend is a teacher or owns a school, do you know there are Igbo children in that school? If Igbos go, don't you know that school, the population in that school will reduce? That your brother that is teaching in that school, do you know that they can sack that your brother when the population has reduced? So that means they will need less teachers. Are we thinking at all, if we wake up and say Igbos must go, do you think about the implication of it? And that is why I've decided to educate some of our people about the implication of some of these things, and to make them to realize that not all Yorubas are the same. That's just the truth. Not all Yorubas are the same. I did my NYC in Kano State, and I love Hausa people. I'm a detribalized Nigeria. Anything tribalist, I don't want to hear it, because I've opportunity to live, study, and work abroad before. So if I cope with people that are, Chinese, Asians, Europeans, what is Igbo? Igbo that I grew up with. And some of you that are saying Igbo must go, they are discriminating. When Barack Obama of Kenyan origin, when he became the president of United States, you are happy. You are happy that, an African man became the president of US, but you don't want to see Igbo man to live in your community. Is that not an act of cowardice? Is that not hypocritical? You are happy that Obama, that hails from Kenya, is the president of United States. When Nigerians contest for elections in UK, people of Nigerian origin, and they win, you will be happy, you will rejoice. Isn't it? But you don't want an Igbo man to live in your community. Why? Just because you want to satisfy Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or you want to satisfy Atiku Abubakar. What is the relevance of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to your life personally as a Yoruba man? I challenge you. If you're a Yoruba man watching this video, tell me. If you're an Igbo man watching this video, tell me the personal relevance of Peter Obi to your life. If you're an Hausa man, tell me the personal relevance of Atiku Abubakar to your life. When Atiku Abubakar was the vice president, how did your life as an Hausa man change personally? So let's receive sense, my people. Let's receive sense, So, and another implication is, you see this seed of discourse that we are sowing amongst ourselves. The kids are watching. They are learning. So a Yoruba boy, a young boy that has Igbo boy as friends in school, when he gets home and he sees the people in his family, the people in his community talking bad about Igbo, that boy will go to school and begin to see his innocent Igbo boyfriend, his friend that is Igbo, a fellow boy like him or a fellow girl like him, will now be seeing that person as a bad person. Will now be ethnic profiling that person, because all these things that they are doing, all these things that elderly people are doing, the kids are learning. The kids are watching. So imagine we are already creating a seed of discord among the younger generations. Because why? We cannot give ourselves brain. We cannot play politics of decency. We cannot play politics the way it should be played. We just want to open all unopened doors. The doors of ethnicity that should not be open. You want to open it. Okay, now you've opened the door. During the gubernatorial election, you said, Igbo want to take over Lagos, forgetting that Rose Vivor is a Yoruba guy. Rose Vivor is a name that was gained during slave trade, when some of our forefathers were loyal to their slave mothers and they adopted their name. That's why you see some Yoruba bearing Skull, bearing Smith. Is Skull or Smith a Yoruba name? Okay, the CBN governor, his name is Yemi Cardoso. Is Cardoso a Yoruba name? You know that his forefathers had gained that name since the era of slave trade. So if you are now saying that Igbos must go, and you are now using it to sow seed of discord among the young generation, this seed that you are planting today, by the time it will germinate, you may have been dead by then. And when that seed of discord grows, do you know the implication of it? Do you know the implication on the younger generation, whereby they will now be fighting themselves, seeing themselves as enemy? Because why? You fathers of today, you mothers of today, sow that seed into them that an Igbo man is a bad person. You, that Igbo man, you are one of the people that sowed it into your kids, or sowing it into your kids that your Yoruba man is a bad person. They will grow up and live with that mentality, and that will eventually be a problem for them in life. So why are we behaving like that? Why are we behaving like that? And the truth is, let's be sincere with ourselves. If Igbos and Yoruba, if they govern Nigeria for 30 years, your life will still not change. That's the truth, because we have inherent structural problems in Nigeria. We have serious problem in Nigeria. So if an Igbo man now is to govern Nigeria for the next 30 years, you will find out that it is this Igbo man and his friends and his families that their life will change. They would have embezzled as much as possible. Your life may not change. The cost of goods and service will still increase. The economic hardship, as it has been increasing successively over the years, will still increase. Your life will still not change. There will still be ASU strike. Whether in Igbo land, whether in Yoruba land, there will still be SANU strike. There will still be increment in price of goods and services and petroleum products. These are inherent problems in Nigeria. So if a Yoruba man remove Tinubu, put another Yoruba man, after that person use another 8 years, put another Yoruba man, the truth is, you that you are watching me, that you are a Yoruba man, your life may still not change in any way. Your life may still. So the earlier you realize that, the better. So if you know that, why are you now playing the ethnic card? Why are you joining them to play the ethnic card? For God's sake. When the way they've been there, your life has not changed. You are an Hausa Fulani. Despite how, ethnic Buhari is, how many Fulani lives have changed? Now they are even at a disadvantage because Buhari has created so much ethnicity that people that are hiring Fulani people before as megad, now they are not comfortable hiring them again. So those people now, they are out of jobs. Did they send Buhari to go and be doing, over ethnicity in the presidency? So you that you are abusing Buhari, you are now doing the same thing as a Yoruba man saying Igbo must go. Go to where? That is the truth. So let us be civil. Let us be kind to ourselves. Okay, now Ghana must go. When they said Ghana must go, Ghana has left since how many years? Has your life changed? Let us look at it from inter-country perspective now. Has your life changed? Do we not see Nigerians now going to Ghana to go and hustle to make ends meet? Ghana must go, Ghana must go. Ghanaians are taking our jobs. This, that, this, Ghana must go now. Ghanaians have left. How many Ghanaians do you see around like before? They've left because their country is now better off. As your life better off? It is Ghanaians that are taking our jobs. This, that, this. Now that they've left, have you seen a job? Have you been able to get a job? Has your life changed? What has changed in your society and community? So let us begin to appreciate our differences. If you like suya today, appreciate an Hausa man, because it is his ethnic profession, and he has done it so perfectly in such a way that you now love suya. So you cannot love suya and hate an Hausa man. Does Igbo man do suya? Does Yoruba man do suya? And even if Yoruba man want to go into it, can they perfect it as people that it is their ancestral occupation? That is what their father, forefather, great-grandfather, ancestors have been doing. Can you master the art? If you want cut meat like an Hausa man, knife no go chop your hand for much. So if you are enjoying meat, appreciate an Hausa man. Let's be realistic with ourselves. So all this ethnic profiling, it is just, to me, it is arrant nonsense. And like I've said, I refuse to be dragged into ethnicity. I cannot limit my intellectualism, my professionalism into, and now limit it for ethnic profiling just because I want to satisfy one Yoruba man to be president. What's my business with that? Yoruba man has been president for over 1 year. How has it affected me? How much was I buying dollar before the Yoruba man became president? How much am I buying dollar now? How much am I paying for electricity before the Yoruba man became president? I'm not saying an Igbo man would have done it better. No, I'm not saying an Hausa man would have done it better, but let the best man do the job, and don't let us create this ethnic profiling that will now bring problem for our life, for our children, for our destiny. And at the end of the day, we should be our brother's keeper. Because don't forget that if you say Igbos must go, another thing is, do you know in Igbo land there are Yorubas there? Do you know there are Hausas there that are established, that have built houses there, that are doing their business, that have gained that, that territorial love in the business that they are doing, that have gained that, that trust, that patronage. If you say Igbos must go, if they leave, will your fellow Yoruba man remain there in their own land? Will your fellow Hausa man remain in their own land? Won't they pursue that your Yoruba man come out from there? So, and a Yoruba man in Igbo land that has established his business, that has established himself, that has built a house. If you say because you are doing ethnic profiling, not because you have no opportunity to live beyond the 4 walls of the Southwest, And you're not saying Igbos must go, Igbos must go. Those Yorubas that are benefiting, trading, and profiting in Igbo land, will you accommodate them? The money that they will lose, will you give it to them? So don't think that it is a one-way thing. No, we are useful for each other. Look around your family. I'm sure that one man in your family has married another ethnic from another ethnic group. So if that person in your family has married from another ethnic group, do you want that marriage to collapse? What is the fate of the children from that marriage? Let's be realistic with ourselves. You know, will you say that in all your life, if you're a Yoruba man, it's only Yoruba people that have done anything good for you? No Igbo man or Hausa man has ever made you happy. They've not done anything good for you. You've never mingled with any other tribe. No Hausa or Igbo man has never done anything to make you happy or a favor for you. Let's be reasonable people. You know, so if you say Igbos must go, the question is to where? To where exactly? And if they go, the vacuum that we create, can you feel it? The discomfort it will create, can you create a circum to erase the discomfort? So let's get educated, my people. And this video does not only goes to my fellow Yoruba people, it also goes to Igbo people that are into ethnic profiling. It goes to Hausa man that are into ethnic profiling. Please, if you are yet to share this video, immediately you finish watching, please share this video. Let other people learn from it. Okay, please. That's the way you can show me love. And I remain myself, Dr. Omoshola Deji, your favorite political scientist, public affairs analyst. If you are here to subscribe to my page on YouTube, Polythink with Omoshola Deji. Also on Facebook, Polythink with Omoshola Deji. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification button. Till I see your way next time. I'm a detribalized Nigerian. I love everybody. I don't care whether you are Igbo, whether you are Hausa, I don't care. That's none of my business. Because we go abroad and we live with people that are abroad that are not even Nigerians at all. And you have to survive based on their culture, based on their food. So if you are now doing ethnic profiling in Nigeria, you are a disgrace to your diaspora experience. So please, let's stop this ethnicity. One love keep us together. Till I see you next time, and that's very soon, because I have loads of interesting analysis for you. You know, this is where we keep it real. Polythink with Omoshola Deji. Till I see you next time, stay safe. God bless.